Hi guys, Tech Jazz here. If you've ever wanted a label maker that's actually fun to use, sleek enough to slip into your pocket, and smart enough to connect to your phone, the 2025 new version Nelko P21 might just be your next favorite desk gadget. And when I say next favorite, I mean one of those devices that, once you have it, you'll start labeling things you didn't even think needed labeling. Let's talk about why this little device is more than just a shrunken-down version of your parents' bulky label machine. First off, this thing is tiny. Compared to traditional label makers, it's literally about half the weight and size, making it a lot easier to carry around. You could throw it into your backpack, your work tote, or even slip it into your pocket without it feeling like a brick. This is the kind of design decision that's perfect for people who aren't sitting at one desk all day. Teachers moving between classrooms, parents organizing on the go, or even small business owners doing pop-up markets. The portability isn't just about the form factor, it's also about being wireless. This is a Bluetooth label maker, so there's no need for cables or complicated setup. Pair it with your phone, and you're ready to go. I tested it with both iOS and Android, and the setup was straightforward. Download the Nelko app from the App Store or Google Play, pop in the paper roll, connect via Bluetooth within the app, pick a template, and start printing. First steps done. One thing to note, though, if you're using a Google phone running Android 14, you're out of luck for now because it's not compatible. Also, iOS users on the older Nelko app might hit a bug with printing multiple copies. The fix is simple. Update to version 3.3.0. Now, the actual printing quality here is impressive. It's using BPA-free direct thermal printing, which means there's no ink, no toner, and no messy refills. Thermal tech also means you get sharp, high-contrast prints at 203 dpi, which is plenty crisp for text, barcodes, and even small graphics. And since it's monochrome, everything prints in black. But here's the fun twist. You can buy color-patterned label tapes so your labels don't have to look boring. The printer just lays down the black on top, letting the background color pop. The performance is backed by a high-speed chip inside, so even if you're running off a battery, it keeps up. And speaking of the battery, it's rechargeable via USB-C. That's a win for convenience, but there's a catch. No charging adapter is included, and it's not suitable for fast-charging adapters. So stick to a standard charger. Still, once you juice it up, it runs for a long time before needing another charge. Where this really shines is in its customization options. The Nelko app is stacked, over 90 fonts, 10+ languages, and 450+ material options. You can add text, QR codes, barcodes, images, timestamps, borders, even seasonal templates for things like Christmas or Thanksgiving. It supports fixed label sizes like 12 by 40 mm, 14 by 40 mm, 14 by 50 mm, and 14 by 75 mm. You can't do continuous label tapes here, so if you're thinking of giant banners, that's not the target audience. But for everyday organization and creativity, it's more than enough. And I appreciate the attention to detail. The app comes with ready-to-use templates, which is perfect if you're not the type to spend half an hour aligning text and icons. It's also pretty intuitive. It feels closer to a mobile graphic design app than a boring printer driver. That's a huge shift from the traditional label maker experience, which usually involves punching letters into a tiny monochrome screen with clunky buttons. Here, you're just dragging, dropping, and tapping on your phone. One thing you do need to be careful about: the green sticker on the back of the label strip. Don't tear or damage it. That's part of how the machine calibrates printing, and if you mess with it, your prints could be misaligned. Small detail, big impact. In terms of real-world use, this is one of those gadgets that fits into almost every environment. For home, it's perfect for organizing pantry jars, spice racks, clothing storage bins, or even your kids' school supplies. For office setups, you can label notebooks, cables, file folders, price tags, or reminder notes. And for school, teachers can label supplies, classroom bins, or create name tags for events. The fact that it's small, quick, and doesn't need ink means it's not a hassle to keep around. It just works whenever you need it. From a design perspective, the build feels solid for its size. It weighs just 9.9 ounces and measures 6.65 by 4.5 by 1.9 inches. It's not premium metal and glass like a flagship phone, but it doesn't feel cheap either. It's clearly built for portability and reliability. The controls are minimal because almost everything is handled through your phone. The connectivity is Bluetooth only, there's no Wi-Fi or direct computer connection. That might be a limitation if you were hoping to use it as part of a desktop setup, but it's also what allows it to stay so compact and simple. It's meant to be a mobile companion, not a workstation beast. Print speed: up to 30 black and white labels per minute, depending on size. That's plenty fast for most personal and small business uses. The print resolution maxes out at 203 dpi for both printing and copying, which is consistent and sharp for label work. And let's be honest, part of the fun with something like this is the "I didn't know I needed it until I had it" factor. You start with labeling kitchen jars, then you're making QR code stickers for your Wi-Fi password, then you're tagging all your chargers, then you're adding little motivational quotes to your notebook covers. It's the kind of tool that sparks both organization and creativity. There are also some thoughtful touches here, like the ability to print borders, the seasonal gift templates, and the fact that it's portable enough to be given as a thoughtful present. If you've got a friend who's into bullet journaling, crafting, or just loves organizing, this would hit the sweet spot for a Christmas or birthday gift. Of course, no gadget is perfect. Not having continuous label support might be a limitation for some. The lack of direct computer connectivity means you're locked into mobile workflows. And the fact that Android 14 users on Google phones are excluded right now is definitely a gap that needs addressing. But for the size, portability, and price point, the trade-offs feel fair. Bottom line, the 2025 new version Nelko P21 Bluetooth label maker is a small, smart, and surprisingly capable tool that takes labeling from a boring chore to something you might actually look forward to doing. It's lighter, smaller, and smarter than the traditional competition, and it's designed for the way we actually work and organize in 2025, on the go, from our phones, and with a little personal style. Whether you're running a small business, managing a classroom, or just want a neater home, it's one of those gadgets that quietly improves your daily life. And the fact that it can live in your pocket, that's just the icing on the cake.